What's up, everyone? Welcome to the first episode of the Humble Minds Podcast. We're your host, Balmer, and to the right, I got my brother, AJ.
Yo, it's good to be here, man. It's good to be here.
Super excited, kicking this thing off. We just figured we jump in and we get right into it. The why. Why are we here? Why are we doing it? Bro, let's get into it.
Episode 1, man. Look, man. First things first. Appreciate you, dog. My boy reached out to me, say he wanted to start a podcast. Of course, man, this is a good way for us to bond. So that's one of the reasons why. I always got to stay in touch with my brother, man. So that's my main reason why. Another reason is just, just to let it all out, man. So this is a safe space. You feel me? So you may get some good takes. You may get some angry takes. You may get some me mad at the world takes. You may get anything on this podcast.
You don't know where it's gonna go.
Well, what you think?
Man, I think you spot on, bro. With me, obviously, it's been a long time since we really been able to get together and
Facts.
spend that time since 10 years ago, maybe, since when we were doing music back in the day.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So, and at that time we were together every single day for like 2 years when we were trying to do music. So for me, it's again same thing. I miss my brother, and we've had some losses within the last few years that I've been really thinking like I really want to be connected to the people I love. So for me, it's super important as well. So when I was thinking about doing a podcast, like it was nobody else that I was gonna do it with but him. So for me, it was super important. Another thing too, man, I think we got a lot of different perspectives. We've grown, some things that we could share, experiences, and just inspire. I mean, that's really the main thing is hopefully we grow. This thing takes off. So that's I guess that's our why.
Yeah. But yeah, man, but like you said, but on this, we're gonna be talking about everything from sports to anime. I'm a big anime guy. You feel me? I'm trying to get him to be a big anime guy too. Well,
It's working, man. He's getting me into it.
We gonna get there, man. So with me, man, we're gonna have a segment up here where we talking about anime. We're gonna have a segment where we talking about sports, where we talking about celebrities, just the whole 9 yards. So
pop culture, movies, sneakers, like anything you could think of, we're gonna talk about, man. So we're super excited about it.
when you was talking, you said something. But like one of the main things for me is like, bro, like for a long time, I felt like one of them people who peaked in high school. I say that because like for a long time, it was like I don't like to use the word popular,
Right.
but in school it was like I was popular or whatever like that.
Right.
So when I got out of school, it was like after a few years of being out of school, that popularity goes away. Like definitely goes away. Fortunately for me, I didn't want the popularity no more. So it was like I had to find myself again. Cause when I was in school, I picked up the camera when I was in school. Started doing music videos, but I sold it. Like I moved over to Hampton. I sold everything, and over the past few years leading up to now, I just been refinding myself. And I feel like that's something that everybody need to do because you can't live off that high school success for a long time. So I feel like now it's like me back then and me now is like two totally different people. Like like night and day. Like the me back then was like wanting to be out on every scene, wanting to be parties and all that. Me now is like, man, just give me YouTube, Crunchyroll, anime, anything like that. I'm in the crib, chilling, living life, for real, for real.
So, bro, when was the turning point for you when you were like, man, I'm lost. I don't know who I am. What was that turning point for you?
I think it was more so once I lost my creativity, like, cause like I said, I was doing music videos. It was more so. I wouldn't even say it was like just like the whole ending of high school and moving on in real life. It was more so for me like I lost passion for what I love, which is like photos and videos, like doing photos and video photography and videography.
Right.
So it was like everybody wanted the same thing with their music videos. So I felt like once I really like sold all my equipment and I lost like that part of me, it was like, all right, now I gotta refine myself. But I ended up picking back up the camera and stuff like that. But it also comes with like meeting people, like meeting new people in life. Like I met a lot of people along the way where it was like they cater. Cause I tell everybody, I say I had two sides. When I had two sides, I had different types of friends. Uh, so like one side of me was like party and stuff. One side of me was like I'm still like an anime geek, anime nerd like that. I'm
Right.
in the crib Monday through Thursday watching anime at night. On the weekends, I'm partying with G2 and them,
Right.
or either I'm with you and Job making music and stuff like that. So I always had two sides. But I think like once I got out of high school, it was like, all right, now I could combine both sides. And I think I found like me when I combined both sides instead of like living two separate.
And that's super cool, bro. Especially nowadays, I feel like, you know, you could really be who you are,
Yeah,
and you know, you're not really being judged. But you know, you said something and it stuck with me. You know, it almost sounded like you had to get out your comfort zone
pretty much.
in order
Yeah,
for you to start growing and getting back to what you really wanted to do. Which I commend you already, because you know you picked up the camera, and you mean it's been taking off for the last what 2 years.
yeah,
Like
like
you stay booked out, pictures, videos, you know, all that. You know, it was really amazing to see. I'm just, you know, you came back heavy and you locked in, and bro, it was awesome to see. So that's, bro, super proud of you when it comes to that, bro, for real.
appreciate it, man. But man, let's talk about you, dog. Like, what's new with you? What's been going on?
Bro, honestly, you know, just working, and you know, just trying to lock in and you know, grow as a person and develop, and you know, just move the needle on life, right? You know me, I don't want to get stagnant for too long, right? So
Yeah,
I'm always looking
facts.
for like the next thing. What can I do? Because I learned, I had really good mentors. Like working, coming up, I was really lucky to have really good mentors that really pushed me outside of my comfort zone. And I've taken that ever since, and I've ran with it, right? Because I got to a point, you know, we go back to where, you know, where we peak, you know, I definitely, you know, I felt like I was well received in school and everything like that as well.
Facts.
You know, but you know, you get out of high school and it's just like a different world, because you're like, what am I gonna do now? Right? I didn't go to college. I didn't know what I was gonna do, so I had to lock into something. You know, so it took me finding myself, you know, getting around people that I wouldn't normally be around. You know, people with like all different walks of life and everything to really like center me as like, okay, I want more to life than, you know, whatever it is, the next pair of sneakers, or, you know, doing, you know, the next thing, whatever the case is. So that's really what got me there. And, you know, I got super unhappy, and I gained a lot of weight, bro. I was
Yeah.
like 320 at one point. So, you know, just kind of working it down now, you know, I think, again, I'm finding myself, you know, I'm finding that the comfortability within myself, and you know, the things that I'm doing. And you know, I'm kind of like you now, bro. I don't need a lot of people around me,
Yeah.
right? I just, you know, I enjoy the things that I like to do, and do it with the family. And you know, when we get together, it's always a great time. So that's kind of where I'm at, bro. It's like I want my life to be as simple as possible, but still, you know, I want to have a lot of different experiences, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I definitely do. It definitely do. But yeah, but I agree with you 100%. What y'all don't know, bro, like he was like a he's like a intro. He's an introvert, but he's an extrovert when it comes to like people he like care about. Like he'll show his real self, and that's why I always felt about you. I felt like that's me now. I felt like at first I was just like an extrovert, like I was just outgoing and stuff like that. You know, stuff happened. Maybe we'll talk about that later on. But you know, things happen, losses. That type of stuff really like hits home and change you as a person.
Oh, for sure,
So
for
I
sure.
think overall, I think like I don't like me now is like the true me. I think like not just me, you too. I think like we're finding like the true us.
Yeah.
I feel like that's something everybody has to go through in life. Whether you go through it early or go through it later in life, it doesn't matter when. Like everybody goes through it. Like one day you might wake up and be like, "Who am I?"
No, 100%.
And then you just gotta go and find out who you are. And sometimes it takes meeting new people, and sometimes it takes reuniting with people that you've been knew in the past to realize like who you really are.
Yeah, and for me, bro, it's refreshing because like like we talked about, like even though we always stay in communication, we weren't at a point where we were always together.
Yeah.
So it's refreshing to see you grow as well because now like I'm getting a different side of you and stuff like that. And for me, it might be my Hispanic side, bro, but us Hispanics, we love passionately, bro. So
Yeah.
when we care about somebody, we want to make sure that they know that we love them and stuff like that. So that's kind of where I'm at. But it's very few people that we let into that bubble as well. So for
Facts,
me,
facts.
that's been the thing. And he's dead on. Like I was literally an introvert, but I've had to force myself to be to talk to people and get out of my comfort zone, especially for what I do for work. Like that's all I do is talk to people now. So trying to sell stuff and all that. So it's pushed me out there. But I wouldn't trade the experiences for the world, bro. It's been a good ride for sure.
Yeah, for all my introvert people who don't have like a set career or whatever like that, but still be working, I advise you to like get a job where you have to talk to people, or do something where you have to talk to people. It'll bring you out your comfort zone. Like right now, I'm working, so like I'm working with this girl, like she's like super shy, so like I just throw her in front of people all day long. I just be like, yo, like you gotta talk to people.
Yeah.
Like it really helps in the long run. Like doing weddings and stuff like that. Cause like I said at first, I was an extrovert, but then I turned into an introvert. Like, so it was like getting back into doing weddings and stuff like that. Is like I have to communicate. I have to lead.
Right.
Like I have to direct people and lead people and be assertive all the time. So like I feel like that helped me grow as well. So yeah, man, like get out your comfort zone.
No, 100%, and get out there, man. Try new experiences. Try some things that you don't think that you're gonna like, and just to see, you'll be surprised. I've been in situations all the time where I'm like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna like that, and I get in there and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to come back. Like it's that kind of stuff, but you just don't know what you're gonna be into,
Facts.
So it's definitely a good thing. So. But man, tell us about you, bro. Like who are you? Who is Anthony? Who is AJ? What are some of the things that that motivate you?
Family, man. Right now, just family. Like, trying to provide for my fam. Like, that's like my real motivation right now. Like, nothing. Like, at the end of the day, like, friends come and go. I'm not gonna say friends. Like, I'm gonna say friends. Friends come and go. Cause most of the people that are close to me, I call my brothers. Like, boom over here, my brother. I got everybody that I still continue to talk to that's a male. Besides Jerica, which is my homeboy as well. Shout out to Jerica. Yeah, all of them my brothers. But like the normal people, like man, sometimes God put people in your life just for a moment. And that moment is probably for them to teach you a lesson. So it's like, right now my motivation is family. Like if I'm winning, I feel like that's motivating everybody around me to want to win, and so on. Like if he's winning, I feel like that should motivate me to get off my ass and go get it. So you feel me? That's just all it is. And then it's like a big thing with me is like I said, like it's just surround yourself with people who don't only want to win, but actually want to see you win. Mm-hmm. Some people, they only want to see you win if they winning with you. Just because he's winning at this moment, it's cool. I'm still gonna celebrate him. My time will come, and I don't think like a lot of people realize that.
So. Nah, that's a good point, bro. And I think we get into the social media era, right? And, people posting vacations and trips and, buying cars and everything like that. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I used to do that, right? I used to post a lot because I'm like, to me, it's like I want to see my accomplishments. I want to see what I've done and stuff like that. But I want the world to see it, hoping to inspire. Yeah. But a lot of times people don't take it that way, right? People take it as they start feeling down with themselves, right? So the social media is it's a powerful tool, but I feel like also like it could really like shift somebody's mind to where they go down this downward spiral, and you know they start hating their life because they feel like they should be on vacation, they feel like they should be doing this. So I kind of chilled on that. I'm like, I'm not really posting and stuff like that no more. Anything I do, I'm more private about it, which leads into the whole humble thing, right?
Yep.
So you know, one of our dear friends, you know, that's the absolute number one lesson I learned from him is just be humble at all times.
Yep.
Right. And I think that for me, that's you being secure with yourself at that point, right? So when you start finding out who you are and stuff like that, you don't need that, right? So I stopped doing that because I don't know who I'm gonna affect, right? It could be in a negative way where somebody's unhappy with something. So I had to really sit down and think about it. But you know, we all have our down seasons, up and down, you know. So
Yeah. I don't know. It's like I agree, but disagree with that as well. But before I get to that, touching on what he said, shout out to Jock, shout out to Taquan, man. Rest in peace to the guys, bro. For
100%, bro.
If you don't, if you know us, you know that. If you see the name of this podcast, the Humble Mind Podcast, then you know that those two inspired the name of this podcast. So rest in peace to them forever in our hearts. But going back to that, I get what you're saying about like watching what you post and stuff like that because it may affect different people in different ways. But that I think that goes with like the mindset. Like it's two different types of people in this world. It's a type that see you post yourself like on a vacation, maybe over in Cancun somewhere,
right,
and they be like, "Why can't I have that?" And then it's the other person that be like, "Oh, he over in Cancun, enjoying his life, chilling on the beach somewhere." But it's like that other person gonna be like, yeah, it's time to grind. Like it's time for me to get it.
right.
But at the same time, it's like I get what you're saying, but I believe you can still like post and show off, but still be humble with it.
Yeah.
It just depends on what you say after you do it.
Sure. No, that's solid. That's fair.
Yeah, but I get both sides of that. Like it is because some people that read into social media like way too much.
And it's crazy, bro, because you know, let's say it's somebody that you know you quote unquote inspire, where they're like, "Yo, it's time to grind." Yeah, and I hate to say it, like I don't know, not all the time is out of a place of motivation.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's out of a place of like, oh, if he did it, envy and stuff like that.
Envy, yeah.
So
I get that,
so
yeah.
you know that's kind of why I want to watch it. And again, like for me, bro, like you know, it's been a year already, and I've told myself that I'm just gonna conduct myself in the most humblest way. You know, I don't think too much of myself, and you know, anytime somebody you know needs something or needs advice, whatever, I'm gonna be there and stuff like that. So that's kind of where I'm shifting my mind, like you call it, my Buddhist ways and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you know, but it's just that, bro, and I feel like I've grown a lot. You know, even spiritually, like you know, some of the things that Jock and I used to talk about was God. You know, and that was, I feel like that was a piece that was missing for a long time for me because of course I knew who God is. You know, my mom's a Christian, my stepdad's a Christian. And things like that. So I hear about it all the time. But that was the piece I was missing, right? And it's not, you know, I don't drink, I don't smoke, things like that. Everybody's like, bro, you know, why, you know, I'm gonna knock you, you know, what do you say for your wedding? We're gonna knock me out of my Buddhist ways or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
Which that was funny. But for me,
I respect that though. I respect that 100%. Like
for me, it's just a reverence towards God, bro. Like, yo, like I respect him that much because he's done so much for me.
Facts.
Because I mean, you got to remember the place that I've been. You know, it took a lot to get here, bro. You know, we had to sacrifice a lot. You know, a lot of people don't know that. Maybe I lived in a trailer for 10 years, right? So it was a grind, it was a sacrifice. But you know, it definitely I see the steps, the progression, and what God has done for me. So it's like for me, it's like I'm appreciative, right? Not only that, but my family, right? So you think about us Hispanics. They sacrifice a lot to come here, right? So, you know, they leave their families. They go to a country where, you know, they don't speak the language. You know, that's why my grandma's my biggest inspiration, right? Because she moved from Guatemala here, you know, my mom, and, you know, not even speaking the language, and they made a way, right? So for me, like, to go out and do something that might not honor them, it's kind of like, did I, you know, misuse the opportunity that was given to me, You know,
Facts,
so
yeah.
and again, you know, I know we're Spanish people, bro. We crazy. We different. You know, so you know, family is big time. So, but that's where I'm at, bro. That's kind of why I am the way I am, and why I carry the way carry myself the way I carry myself. So,
Nah, that's facts though. But man, I love Spanish people. I've been welcome.
bro, he's half Spanish, bro. You know, he's half Spanish. So we've been kicking it for,
I
bro. How
told
long
him,
how long we know each other?
sh- all right, man, going back. So let's just go back.
Let me fix your mic a little bit.
Yeah, I
while you
want to
do
say, bro,
that.
I'm trying to fix this.
Hold on. We sorry about that, guys. We having some technical difficulties. It's the first episode, so bear
First
with
episode,
us.
I'm indecisive right now, like where I want the mic to be. But yeah, this seems perfect right now.
That's cool.
But like going back, so what people really like, if you just knowing us now, what people don't know is that he didn't like me. He didn't like me.
He ain't like me either.
I ain't like him because he ain't like me.
I didn't like him because I felt like he didn't like me.
No, but so it was like rap stuff, music and stuff, and then like where we from, it was like this stupid beef that was going on for like generations and generations and generations, and nobody knew really where the beef stemmed from. So it was like he actually left. He moved back to New York. Um, I started making music. He hit me up when he was about to move back to Virginia, um, and he was like, "Bro, like let's like link up, make some music." And like once he came back, he stood on that. He got me in the booth. Like when it comes to music, like he's the reason why while I was making music, he helped me like with my delivery and all that stuff. So it was like ever since then we just been locked in. We just been brothers since then, and it was like it's crazy because even when he came back, that beef was still going on. So it was like not with me and him, but with like everybody else. So it was like if we can come together and put aside everything, like why can't everybody else do that? You feel me? So we locked in for life. Like beef, no beef, whatever it is out there now, we ain't got nothing to do with it. We don't want no parts of it. But yeah, that's like how this whole thing started. And then you already know, like uh, Jock joined in, and then it just was us three.
Yeah. No, definitely. It was definitely a crazy time, bro. I definitely I realized that wasn't me, bro. Like
Yeah,
that wasn't me, and I was like, I did music before and everything like that, but I realized like that's not what I'm trying to portray. That's not the guy I am, you know.
yeah,
So for me, it was different, and I was like, how can I, go back and start over and do things the right way? And, obviously, I hit you up and, we've been locked in since then. But it was super important to me because, I think a little part of me had, I maybe was like, yo, maybe I like misjudged him. And
yeah.
maybe, so I was like, yo, I got to get to know him for him, the person. Right. And I think that's kind of what catapulted everything. And now it's like, he's my family, so we always gonna be with each other, when it comes to stuff like this. So
Facts.
yeah, so
Like never judge a book by its cover. That's for anybody. But I just think like a lot of people like I think a lot of people back then got like caught up in stuff that like we really ain't want to be in.
right,
It's just that we either had to because of the people that we was hanging with
right,
and stuff like that. But like now it's like I can honestly say now like it got like 10 times better. Every time it seemed like every time I got like a wedding or something within like Whaley, Wakefield, something like that, I see Cedric Turner.
yeah.
Like I don't know, man. Cedric Turner saved me, bro. Like tremendously. Like bro picked me up. It was a big fight. Bro picked me up, threw me in the guidance counselor office.
Damn.
I thought he was about to slam me.
Shout out to him, bro.
Shout out to Cedric, bro. You know what you did, bro. Shout out to you. I appreciate you. Like I always chop it up with him, and we always talk about this too. So
That's
like
what's up.
just now, seeing how everybody matured and grown, and how like people can put their differences aside. People realize like, yo, like that is stupid. Like to all my young guys out there, what are you doing it for?
Nah, for sure, bro. And honestly, you know, we were just at Amon's wedding.
Yep.
Shout out to our bro Amon. And you know, saw people that I haven't seen in years, right? But when I saw them, you know, it was a lot of love.
Yeah.
You know, and I definitely appreciated that because, you know, you don't see somebody, you don't know how you're gonna be received, you know, years later.
Facts.
Right. So, but you know, I felt like I got to a point where you know, I've always very cordial with everyone, to where it's like it's all love. Like I don't, you know, anytime somebody needs something, you need me, I'm there, whatever the case is. But it was good that was good energy, bro. Where I was like, yo, I really enjoy being around these people because, you know, the energy is different, right? Like everybody's grown now. Like we saw, you know, I saw a couple people where, you know, I'm like, 10 years ago, it probably would have been like, oh, all right, you know, you know, what's gonna happen, but, you know,
Yeah.
super love all the way around, man. So shout out to all you guys that was at that wedding. You know, definitely a good seeing you all, and you know, I'm sure we'll be seeing each other.
Shout out to mom, man.
My guy.
Even shout out to the Bridezilla.
Yeah. Yeah, Mom's my guy, bro. Yeah, so nah, that's good stuff, bro. That's good stuff. So
I love you, Tawanda.
yo, but she, you know, hey, every bride I feel like they get that's their day. So you know they want everything to be perfect.
Bro, I
So
don't know, bro. I think I'm gonna be a groomzilla.
you think so, bro?
Hell yeah, bro. Like being that I do weddings and I'm at weddings like every weekend.
Yeah.
It's like I'm gonna be on everybody, bro. Like yo, like we starting at like ceremony start at this time. Gotta start at this time because I'm trying to have this amount of time to party.
Nah, that makes sense.
Like yo, we gotta. But nah. But yeah, I told Tierra, I was like, bro, I'm gonna be a groomzilla, bro. I can tell.
Hey, bro, it's
I'm
a
gonna
big
enjoy
day.
myself, but I'm still gonna be like on everybody to be on time.
Yeah.
I already know a couple people that's on my side that gonna be late. I already know.
Y'all better get there on time.
I
bro.
know one in particular, Mr. Last person to RSVP.
Oh man, so he know exactly who he is now at this point. I hope you get there on time, bro. So
But yeah.
no, that's good, bro. I'm super excited, man. You know, I've known you and Tiara for a long time, and you know, I love Tiara. I consider her, you know, like my sister as well.
She alright.
She got her days, but you know, one thing about her, bro, she always gonna make you laugh, you know. So no matter what kind of day you having, you know, she's good energy to be around always, you know. So I've always appreciated her, as well. Since you guys got together, we really started, you know, maybe a little bit after. I don't know.
I don't know, cause we was locked in around the same time.
Yeah, so remember when she used to have that Mercury Cougar? We used to be whipping that thing all over the place. Yeah, so definitely a lot of memories, you know. And now, you know, we're grown, we got kids.
Yep.
You know, you got two. You know, I got one. I'm done. You done?
I'm done.
See? So
We're done.
yeah, so
We're done.
it's good to see, man. It's
My
good
my daughter made that official.
Yo, I did see her get a little sassy the other day when I dropped her off.
Yeah.
I didn't see that side of her, so I'm like, Mama,
She
what's
got a
going
little
on with you?
sassiness to her.
Yeah, no, I saw that. So mine's the same way though. She'll act good in public, and she'll act good at at different houses. But you know which I
She
think
good.
that.
She just she don't know who, like, she's still like adjusting to who's her age and who she can play with and
Yeah.
like versus like who not to play with.
No, for
But
sure.
other than that, man, like when her mom's not around, she don't bother me at all.
Yeah, that's what's
When
up.
her
bro.
mom come around, it's like a tornado come through the house. But
Are you seeing, so with her coming up, like all the things that you into, is that kind of stuff that she's getting into?
man, I'm still trying to decide on like what she gonna like get into. Like she likes to do everything.
Yeah.
Like, so, and she's going to play softball. You're going to play softball.
Give it. I feel that.
It's a family sport. Baseball and softball is family sport. But she's like a girly girl tomboy for real.
Yeah.
So it's like you never know when she might be a cheerleader. She sees somebody throwing a football, she might run out there and try to catch the football. You never know.
That's what's up, bro.
Her mom want her to be a girly girl, but I don't. Yeah.
That's how my daughter is. I mean, she got her days, bro. Some days she could dress, like a tomboy, I guess, and some day, and she'll have her dresses and stuff like that. But it's crazy when she was coming up, Gabby would not wear pants at all, dude. Like all she wanted to wear was dresses. So it was like when she really started, she's not like into tight jeans or anything like that because
Yeah.
they feel uncomfortable for her, but she's like into cargos and like the loose fit jeans and stuff like that, which is cool to see. But man, I'm just taken back because a lot of the stuff that I like, she likes now, and it's like now you got your little best friend with you that that you guys
Yeah.
kind of can do all that stuff with. So it's pretty cool, bro.
I think gaming wise, I think she gonna like games like I do,
Mm,
and then I think she gonna get into anime too, cause she
dope.
be. It is a couple times where I'll be watching it and then like she'll come in, but if it's like in Japanese, then she know that's a.
She don't understand what's going on.
She
Yeah.
don't understand what's
Nah, I
going
hear
on.
that. I hear that. No, that's good. For Gabby, I think she took the artistic side from me because she loves like dancing and singing, and
Yeah.
she's like, oh, I want to be on Broadway and stuff like that. So, she's probably got the artistic side. So, but yeah. So we 31 minutes in right now, bro. What we got? What we got for him?
Uh, Team USA, man. Let's talk about Team USA. Let's talk about the GOAT James.
Yo,
Nah,
shout out.
We ain't gonna just talk about LeBron James. But if you don't know, man, now you know, man. I'm a LeBron James fan. I'm not a Lakers fan. I'm a LeBron James fan. We're just gonna lock that in. So wherever LeBron go, I go. And right now he on Team USA. But nah, I seen a clip. There's a clip going around like where Steph Curry tried to dap up Drew Holiday,
Mm.
and like me, I just think Curry got awful timing when it come to dapping people up, cause some people they were trying to make the most of it, saying like, oh, is they beefing, blah 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 like that. But if you look at the clip, man, Drew Holiday is like his back is turned both times. He
Yeah.
ain't paying attention. He's like locked in.
Steph, he's a little awkward at times. I see like during the season too. Like sometimes he'll miss somebody and he dap himself up, and
Yeah,
keep
that's
pushing
all
and
the
stuff
time,
like that.
especially with Clay and Draymond. That was like all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, but Team USA doing anything, man. Not
Nah.
just for basketball, but like Simone Biles, Jordan Childs for gymnastics.
That was good to see. Yeah.
Bro, like for real, like this Olympics, like I've been watching like a lot of different sports.
You locked
I
in?
was,
Yeah.
I was watching like water polo the other day.
That's crazy.
Shout out to them because that is a lot of energy.
Nah, I can imagine.
And I like swimming, but to do that, and then the synchronized swimmers, bro, like to do that and still be on point with your routine is like insane. But like, huge fan of Sha'Carri Richardson.
Nice.
Who else? I guess shout out to Noah Lyles. We was gonna fry your ass on Black Twitter on the NBA for talking trash about the NBA.
Hey, he
but
did his thing though, bro.
yeah, you got
He did his
gold.
thing.
So
Yeah.
Caden Wright saying that to
He
you.
did his
You
thing.
won gold.
Yeah. I can't say I've been as locked in as you with the whole Olympics, but
Yeah.
I definitely NBA has been good. So let me ask you this: do you think this is probably one of the best or the best Olympic USA basketball team that we've had?
As far as talent,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. As far as talent, yeah. I just think this era of NBA is way more talented than the past eras. But as far as physicality, then I don't really think so. I
Yeah.
think the past teams, they was like more physical. But
yeah.
as far as like talent wise,
They're more skilled now, for
yeah,
sure.
they like more skill. Like a lot of people don't want to hear that or whatever like that when you talk about the eras, but bro, it's progression. Like the next era is supposed to be way more talented than the past era. Of course, you're gonna have a few people that stood out above the rest. Of course, Jordan
Yeah.
gonna stand out above everybody
For sure.
from his era, basically. Of course, LeBron's gonna stand out, but like right now, it's like the NBA is like way more talented. Like you got way more 3-point shooters, like way more people who can go above the rim when they dunk. Like
Yeah, no, and I think it's because like they start so young now, bro. Like what 10 years old. They're playing what AAU basketball,
10.
probably even
4.
Yeah, I mean, so
Wow.
so I mean, they're definitely more skilled than what the old guys used to be. So, no, I agree, man. It's definitely a solid team, but I'm nostalgic, bro. So I'm gonna tell you my favorite teams have been the Redeem team. That was one of my favorites because that was our era.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
We grew up on like Kobe, LeBron, all these guys. Which Melo has always been my favorite player, right? You've been a LeBron fan. I've always been a Melo fan. So after that, 2016 was probably my second favorite team because Melo was kind of leading that team.
Okay.
Remember with Jimmy Butler, Klay Thompson, all those guys was on that. That was one of my favorite teams as well. Just because I wanted to, I like how Melo kind of took the lead on that that particular Olympics.
Shout out to Melo, man. I think he could have still been in the league.
Yeah, no, I mean, bro, I definitely think he still had a lot left in the tank. But it is what it is. He did what he did, and I will say, man, probably one of the best scorers of all time, no doubt, top 10.
Facts.
My favorite player, and I don't know, man. Like, it's crazy because like all the players we grew up with, they soon out the league. So
they gone.
my question to you was going to be after LeBron retires, who's going to be your guy? Who you following? Are you going back to the team?
No, I'll never choose a team because I never had a team. I never had a true team at first, so I'll never choose a team. But I mean, I got all the favorite players in the league, but
Yeah.
LeBron is just I've been a LeBron fan forever. But I'm a fan of Dame. I'm a fan of Tatum.
Dame's cool.
I may complain about Steph Curry, but I'm a fan of Steph too.
Yeah, Steph is cool.
Coming up, Anthony Edwards, a dog. Trying to see. I'm gonna tell you for real. Lonzo would have been my guy. Lonzo Ball would have been my guy. Lonzo Ball would have been my guy. I felt like he had so much potential. I felt like he was gonna be like, especially once he got his shot right. Like before he got hurt, he was literally leading that season. He was leading the league in three point shooting percentage, I believe. But Lonzo would have been my guy. I was a big fan of Lonzo Ball.
Yo, that injury bug, man, it really, really, really turns the course of somebody's career.
Facts.
Because like look, you think back to Penny Hardaway, which he probably was going to be something special.
Yeah.
But injuries. And I don't know if you remember, but Steph was kind of headed down that path too before they got his ankles right.
Oh yeah.
So had they not, would we be talking about Steph in the light that we talk about him in now? Probably.
Do you think if D Rose never got hurt, he would have got a ring with the Bulls?
100%, 100,000%. D Rose, that, and it's crazy. Yeah, I missed it, but generational talent. I felt like when he was so athletic, bro. Like before Russ, he was that guard that was like taking it to the rim, and he was super athletic, and he was making stuff happen, right? So
Facts.
Definitely, D Rose. Shout out to D Rose, man. I would have. When he went to the Knicks, bro, because the Knicks is my team. So I was so happy to see him in the Knicks. But I don't know if you remember when they was like, he was like, they saying it's us to go to state. I was kind of like, I ain't really want to say nothing because I'm like, bro, I don't know about all that. But
I don't know. Like, shout out to the Knicks, man. Y'all did y'all thing this year. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Jalen Brunson did his thing.
Yeah, nah.
Yo, Jalen Brunson taking that pay cut.
Respect, right?
Respect, bro. Like
he want to be there.
Like what?
He want to be there.
And then you got the whole basically his starting college team, right?
Yeah, I mean pretty much the starters. Yeah, you can say. Yeah, so I mean, and you never see that in the NBA, bro. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of crazy, but I definitely give credit to Leon Rose, bro, because sometimes like you gotta have somebody that has connections in order. Because at that point, you guys been giving me crap my whole life, really, because I've always been a Knicks fan. So I struggled, bro. We struggled and stuff like that. But it took somebody that has those connections, those relationships to kind of start rebuilding, and the owner kind of being hands off, which is good to see. So shout out to Jalen, shout out to the Knicks. We're gonna do some things this year. I know Philly's going is one of the top teams that's with PG.
They got Paul George. They not gonna win.
Well, I always say that too, and I'm like, you always got to take injuries into account. And Embiid and PG, bro, they stay injured. So, I definitely wish them well. Hope they have a great season. but not against my New York Knicks. You know?
I can say people don't want to hear this, but I can say I think that PG did way more for the Clippers than Kawhi Leonard did.
I agree with you on that.
So
I agree with you on that.
that's that. But I don't know, man. It's like I would like to see PG get a ring. I'm a fan of PG too. I
Yeah.
would like to see PG get a ring. Great two-way player.
He's cool, bro.
From his career.
I like PG.
But like, I don't know, man. I don't think it's in the cards. I think it's too much now. Like, and Joel Embiid got to be like scoring 50 for him to win a ring.
You think he gonna take that leap since he played in the Olympics? Because I guess if you look back, anybody that played played in the Olympics the previous year, they come back more skilled and already in shape and everything like that. So they tend to kind of take that leap that following year.
From what I've been seeing, I think that the person I don't think it's gonna be Joel Embiid. I actually think Anthony Edwards learned a lot
Yeah,
playing alongside Curry and LeBron.
yeah,
Especially like a lot of clips I see, like you see Anthony Edwards, you see Steph Curry. So I think he learning a lot on like how to lead his team.
yeah.
So Karl Anthony Towns, I just want you to know that you got to fall back, like way back. You are the second best player on your
He's
team
the second
now.
option at this point. Yeah.
You're the second option. Let Anthony Edwards.
Yo,
do
I
his
heard
thing.
reports that the Knicks was trying to get him. I was like, bro, please no, because we don't.
Cat?
Yeah,
Y'all need Cat.
we do need a center, but
No, not necessarily. I
I
would
ain't
put
gonna-
Cat at the 4.
but we already got Julius. Like, unless we traded Julius, sure. But I like the team we got, bro. I think
Julius Randle.
Julius is he's
No,
a
Julius
bucket.
Randle be doing his thing.
Yeah, bro, and he's all right. I know disrespect, right? But Julius Randle's just tougher. He's built for that.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know if Cat's gonna bring that level of intensity that you're gonna need in New York.
I want to see how, like, this was like Brunson, like, Jalen Brunson been getting good, like, been getting better, like, every year since he been in the league, especially since he went to New York. But I've been that Julius Randle, he was hurt for majority of the season, right?
Yep.
And Jalen Brunson had a breakout year,
Yep.
like a super breakout year.
And remember they traded for OG Anunoby during middle of the season.
Yeah, y'all got a squad.
Yeah, it's gonna be good to
But
see.
I just
bro.
want to see how like is ego is gonna come into effect. I know it's not with Jalen Brunson being that he took that big pay cut, so
Right.
ego is not a thing to him. But is Randall gonna ever be like, all right, this is your team now. You can lead.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see him fighting it. And I'm gonna be honest with you, and it's crazy to think, but like I feel like Julius Randle really was the first thing that kind of helped the Knicks to get back on track.
No, it was. It was definitely Randall's team.
So yeah, I mean, I think just kind of watching on the sidelines last year, I think he gained a lot of respect for Jalen, in the team, and I saw an interview that he was saying that people was reaching out and was like, hey, we miss you around here, stuff like that. So he started popping back up to the games and everything like that. So
that's what's up.
so I think it's gonna be good, man. And I'll say that that group of guys, I don't really get that energy from them. They seem like a humble batch of guys. Like I don't really get that energy from them. Where somebody has to be the main scorer or the main guy. They playing team ball is what I'm seeing. So I think it'll work out well. I don't know.
Facts. Yeah. I think y'all be good. I don't think y'all gonna win a ring next year, but
No, maybe not next year, but within the next
maybe
3,
next.
maybe. I don't know.
I think y'all could beat anybody on the East right now.
You think we could take the Celtics?
I think I could take the Celtics if y'all healthy.
Yeah.
I think y'all can take. I think y'all can match up with anybody if y'all healthy.
Yeah. I mean, definitely. I guess But once we start getting into the West, Denver and Phoenix and I forgot about this until recently. John Morant's coming back next year too, so he's gonna have something to prove too. And they were winning when he was consistent. They were definitely winning.
They picked up. I think they pick up. I think they picked up Zach Edey.
Did they? Oh.
Yeah, so they got a center. They got a center for Ja. I don't know. We'll see what Ja got. I don't know. Ja, you be going crazy, but you gotta get that 3-point shot together, my boy, in this league.
I get that. But I will say, bro, he between him and Zion and RJ, you know, because they were the top three picks in that draft. You know, I think he's had some things outside of basketball that prevented him from playing, like, you know, and then obviously injury. But had it not been for that, I feel like he would probably be most consistent. You know, Zion, he's kind of like iffy, so you don't know. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see, man. So, bro, what's up with with the sneaker culture, bro? We still into sneakers? I know I'm just now getting back into it, but
I'm into sneakers, but it's like I don't know. It's like I'm trying to like switch from just getting just Jordans, but like I pop up in the Go app and that's all I see is Jordans. But like so I've been trying to like look for more Bapes lately.
Vapes is dope.
Rick Owens, you're not getting my money. I'm sorry, I'm not paying that much.
Yeah, nah,
I'm still a little on the cheap side. It's not that I can't, but it's just that I ain't. I'm just not paying that much for some Converse.
Yeah, I was gonna say they look like Converses to me. Yeah, yeah, that's not even my style, so I probably wouldn't even go to some Rick Owens. So,
but sneaker wise, I don't know. I did have a thought the other day. 'Cause I was looking at sneakers the other day. I was looking at LeBron. I was looking at the old LeBrons.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I want to like get all of them. But every time I look for a sneaker, it's like super old. So it was like, and me, I'm sorry, I'm gonna wear my sneakers.
Right.
I'm not gonna buy a sneaker that I'm not gonna wear at least once.
I feel like you talking directly to me right now, bro.
So like I gotta at least wear the sneaker at least once. So it's like, down, you know, when sneakers get like super old and people be selling them, they always have like the warning thing up there where it's like, hey, you may not want to wear these type thing because they may rip.
Nah, I feel that.
So it's like, I don't know.
I feel like, yo, remember when LeBron's was like, we was on LeBron's heavy? Like, you got the South Beaches, bro. You remember how much I wanted those sneakers?
Yeah, but I still want the original South Beaches.
Yeah.
The OG South
I saw some on eBay the other day, bro, and they looking a little rough, man. I don't know if I'm gonna pay that just to you know, get some old ones. They yellow and everything. I don't know about all that, bro. But that was one. I still don't have that shoe, by the way.
Right, South Beaches?
I still don't have them. I just
like the 2020, what is it,
2021s,
2021s?
Yeah. But it's like every time I go and I'm like, I'm gonna buy it, something else pops up, and I'm like, oh, I like this. I'm like, oh, the South Beaches Kuwait. Nobody's really checking for those right now, so.
Yeah, I think I wore mine like once or twice.
Yeah.
And now they just sitting. But I will attend. Before LeBron retire, he gonna sign my shoes.
Bro. Yo, which is crazy, bro, because, you know, I'm going to get to meet my guy here pretty soon, too. I'm super excited about that, but we'll talk about that in another episode or whatever the case is. But
are you going, what, you doing like a pop-up or something?
No, so I was telling you that in New York, they're doing it's called Fanatics Fest. So, you know, Fanatics, the
oh, he's going to be there?
He's going to be there, bro. So I'm going to be able to get my picture with him, get my jersey signed. You know, shout out to my girl, Kelly. And I'm also going to meet Eli Manning. So, you know, those are my heroes coming up. So I'm going to get to meet the guys. And I know for you,
this guy likes everybody that I don't like.
I know, bro.
Well, I ain't going to say I ain't got no problem with Melo, but the Eli Manning thing,
I know it's a sore subject.
I'm a Patriots fan. So, you know, they got 2 of our rings that we should have had. So it's all good though. It's all good.
But bro, so this is the first year that they're doing this. Mm-hmm. So hopefully if they do it next year, we gotta go. We gotta go, like, cause they got a whole bunch of athletes. AI's gonna be there. You know, they're gonna have bro. The list is crazy. Whatchamacallit, Ray Lewis is gonna be there. Just a whole bunch of, you know, current and retired athletes, which is crazy because you never gonna get them all in one place. So yeah. I guess after them too.
If I do that, then you gotta go to an anime convention with me.
No, that's facts. I'm there.
I never been to one. I want to go. I want to go so
you know,
bad.
My brother goes to them all the time. He just got back from one this weekend.
Oh, for real?
He stays going to those things, bro.
Word.
So I told him, like, yo, next time there's one, we locked in. We going.
Facts. I want to go to one so bad.
Yeah, that definitely. It's in the books, bro. Hopefully, I think
we should take a trip and go to DreamCon next year.
Where's that at?
I don't know. They be having it in different places, I believe.
Okay.
But it's like the RDC people.
Oh, okay.
I think they be throwing it. Yeah, they be throwing in or whatever like that. So they be hosting, they be having like basketball games there and stuff like that, and
That's what's
different
up, bro.
stuff. Then like a bunch of people, everybody come out for different reasons. Now it's getting as much as I like the anime culture that is growing now. I think a lot of people is like getting into it just for like because it's popping.
Just to have something to talk about. Be a
Yeah,
topic.
so
I got
like
that.
when you go to these conventions, you got the people who still dress up, but then you got the people who like just there because it's the move. Like that's the wave for
I
the
feel
week
that.
for that moment. Like
Right.
so like you have people that's into anime, people that's not into anime, but they just want to see everybody, and because it's other like content creators and stuff there, so it's like it's getting a little like what's the word?
Oversaturated.
Yeah,
Yeah, I get
oversaturated.
that.
Like with not real fans, but shout out to all the anime people out there. Shout out to everybody. Never mind, I ain't gonna say her name.
No, man.
Can't say Tierra girl name. You
Yeah,
know,
I respect the culture, man. I'm not, like I said, I'm just now getting into
free
it.
Tory.
Oh, free that person. I don't know who that is. Free him.
Tory Lanez.
Oh, Tor. Oh, yeah.
Free Tory.
Oh, free Tori, my boy. I thought it was. Oh, my bad. I didn't even know. So, yeah. So, yes, I respect it though. I respect it. I'm just now getting into it. See, I got my Funko Pops. You guys put me on to the Demon Slayer, bro. So,
Yeah.
I definitely.
So, what have you been watching lately?
Right now, really, just like the Hashira training arc
Okay.
was the last thing I really saw, and then me and Gabby been watching what's it called, Spy Family. I don't know if you've been you go up on
No,
that.
I haven't watched it yet. My homeboy Mike, he was reading the manga.
Okay,
So shout out to Mike and Travis. They got me reading mangas, bro.
that's what's up, bro.
Reading mangas is like a lot. I know people be like, "Oh, you reading? You reading?" But like, yo, like reading mangas is like where is that for real?
Nah, that's cool, bro.
But especially like to read a manga, like I read up on Jujutsu Kaisen, one of my favorite shows. Shirt on. I read up on Jujutsu Kaisen, and then to see it animated
Okay,
is like, you know what's gonna happen, but once you see it animated, it's like, yeah, like this what I've been waiting for.
that's what's up.
But you should watch. Have you ever watched Black Clover?
Mm-mm.
These like basic animes. All right, so
I think before we really started talking about it, I think the extent for me was Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon.
Yeah,
and
we gotta-
I used to watch Monster Ranch when I was a kid, so that was a good one.
we gotta
man.
get you back into it. You should watch. You should get Crunchyroll, and you should watch. New animes for people to watch.
Check it out.
Windbreaker. You should watch Windbreaker. And by the time y'all see this video, I probably got a hold of it, and I'm gonna post like the clip art like right here in the middle.
That's what's up.
So Windbreaker, Wistoria, right now the anime's out right now. Wistoria Wand and Sword, like that's, I think that's gonna be a good anime. If you like Black Clover, then it's something similar to that in a world full of magic. It's like the one character, he has no magic, but he be going crazy with the sword. And that's
check
like
that
4
out.
episodes in right now, so it's just.
Oh, it's early.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna
early,
have to.
so like you should tap into
Yeah,
that
for
early.
sure.
Not too much older, but I just like binge watch. So on Netflix, I always passed over. I never really watched it. It was Sirius the Jaeger. That's a good anime too. It's like vampires, a werewolf
Okay.
type thing. So like the main character, he like a werewolf, and the vampire is trying to like take over, basically like that.
That's what's up.
But I don't want to go too deep into it.
Yeah, we got probably about another 2 minutes left, bro.
Yeah.
So the last question I'm gonna ask you, because I'm a big like comic book fan, so that's my version. I'm really
Yeah,
big into
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So reading the manga, right? When you seeing the adaptations on the show, right? Are you like super critical of that as well? Is like it needs to be spot on, or does it matter for you?
Oh, it
matters?
It definitely matters.
It got to reflect
I mean-
exactly how the book says it.
Everything not gonna be the same. I'm not one of them people who like I'm not gonna say it definitely gotta matter because I'm gonna enjoy it regardless. I'm not one of the people who gonna be hard on the people unless like you get it like super wrong. Like if you rush the ending or something like that, and we know the ending's supposed to be this way. But yeah, like I would. It's hard to answer that.
We'll have to cover that on the second episode.
Yeah, but it's definitely like I want it to be as close as possible.
No, I feel that.
But you have some people who are nitpick over anything.
Yeah.
Like My Hero Academia, for instance. Like somebody complained about the sky in the anime versus the way the sky looked in the manga. I was like, bro, it's just.
Oh
the
yeah,
sky.
that's yeah. I get really
cares?
too deep into it, bro.
Who cares at the end of the day? But what about for you?
Yeah, I mean, so I guess we're being that seen some adaptations with Marvel. They've changed up some things, but they do it in a way where you kind of please the fans, but still like can captivate the attention of the new audience as well. So I think Marvel's done a really good job of it. DC though, I'm more critical with them because they flop a lot. I feel like
DC, get it together.
yeah, bro, it's time. Oh, honestly, I want to talk about that in the next thing, which I think that I really think that they need to consider going into Batman Beyond because we haven't seen that yet. It's time. So, and that's one of my favorites. So, but if you guys are still watching, man, we definitely appreciate you tuning in. Kicking it with us for almost an hour now. So,
Facts.
bro, appreciate the conversation, my brother.
No problem,
I love
dog.
you. We're gonna keep doing this thing, man, and hopefully this thing takes off, and I'm excited about it. So, yeah, you want to close us out?
I don't really know what to say, man. But hey, this just episode 1, bro. This just episode 1. So we still getting our bearings. We still going through the motions and stuff like that. If y'all want to see this live, y'all want us to go live and do this, leave some comments. If y'all want us to talk about certain stuff, leave some comments. Let us know. And then also be on the lookout for we're gonna start doing reactions and stuff too. So it's not just gonna be us talking every time.
For sure.
So we is gonna react to videos. Just be doing a bunch of stuff, man. We just locking in, just grinding right now. So hey, just stay tuned.
Again, thank you for tuning in to the Humble Minds podcast. God bless. We out. Peace.